Generic greetings and welcome to Beverage plus Plague Inc. Evolved once again. Today's beverage is some sort of lemon and lime cordial thing. Oh, it's very tart. Ugh, very tart indeed. It's actually not lemon and not lime. It's just sort of generic citrus fruit. But, ugh, good God. It's cheap, I guess. That's the main thing. Anyway, I thought we'd just have another quick jump on this because it is a perfect beverage game. If you've got sort of 15, 20 minutes to spare, you can jump on and have a quick go at it. I featured it once before and people said we should, do it again, basically. But I did the bacteria before. I played about 2 hours, I think, or an hour and a half when I did that video. I've probably played about 4 hours now. It took me a long while to get the bacteria done, but it's actually quite easy once you figure it out. You just spread it everywhere with no symptoms, and then you just mash the symptoms until everybody dies. Virus, I've only played the once, and I completed it first try. It's very similar to the bacteria, but it just mutates its own little, it mutates a lot more, so it'll just keep going and going and going, so it's hard to control. Fungus. Fungal spores struggle to travel long distances without special effort, so let's try fungus, shall we? The following new gene type has been discovered and unlocked. Okay. We've got ionized helix as an evolution, which is bonus DNA when de-evolving. We'll have that. We'll have a tetracyte. Is that? Increases chance of plague spreading by land. We'll have that one, and we'll have Darwinist, which gives us the increases chance of the plague mutating. These are all the just extra DNA things and random things you can put on, but I haven't actually got them all. And I don't like to look at what they do. I like to keep it a surprise. I've never been one for sort of opening the box and checking all the contents, as it were. Anyway, so we do need a name for the plague. Pax 12 is just the sort of generic universal name that you get when you start off with. And I think we're going to go for One Direction. Because I don't know why. The last thing we tried where the bacteria was frozen, and we almost got there, but not quite. So we'll try One Direction. So select a country to begin with. I think we're going to pick. It says it can't really spread a long way. So maybe if we pick somewhere like Spain, it'll spread then along the big land masses, where if you put it, say, in the UK, obviously it's an island nation, so you'll have to spread it out and, get on planes. That's actually a good place for viruses to start because it's got 2 ports and 1 airport. But I think actually do we dump it in France? Oh, no, God, I've accidentally dumped it Central Europe, apparently, which is just a generic location. Anyway, Central Europe. So, fungus disease type. One Direction is a fungus. Fungal spores find it hard to travel large distances, so you must evolve fungus spores' abilities to infect new countries. Some people, I don't think this is correct. They said I always name things that is quite mean. No, that's not right. Actually, you're probably right. I name things that if I find it funny to do. I name things if I find them funny, but not, overly offensive. There's a fine line between banter and harassment and being overly crude. But anyway, I've probably crossed over that line. I've probably found the line a couple of times by crossing over it. Anyway, so One Direction, we can have these spore bursts. Release a burst of plague spores to the air and affect new country. Ooh, and that's the same thing. They're the same thing, actually. They are the same thing. I think what we're going to go for is the typical transmission of water. Or do we want to do that? No, let's just go for that one. Let's just evolve that one. 1 DNA point. Doesn't cost much. We're just going to keep evolving it. Let's spread over there. It's got over there. Alright, so fungus just goes pop and spreads everywhere, I guess. Spore burst, and that's spore burst. And that's spore burst what? Alright, okay, I see now. When you buy it, it just spreads somewhere. Right, now I understand. Okay. See, this introduces new different things, this. I see. When you upgrade it, it then spreads that way. Right, okay, that's understandable now. Alright, we'll close that. We'll get a few of these DNA points. What's that say? Computer games industry is growing in the UK. I assume the game is developed by a UK person, British person. India celebrate Festival of Love. Oh, okay, so what we could do if we wanted to is make it spread via kissing from that symptom there, which is irritated stomach lining leads to discomfort, slight chance of infection when kissing. So that'll actually, if you were in India, it would spread a bit further, or generally can spread a bit further. Let's have air as our first upgrade for transmission, so we'll try and spread it around a bit. So far, we've only infected 33 people, but it generally is quite slow when you start. London Olympics mystery. Mystery still surrounds the decision to postpone the London Olympics. Oh, okay. If it actually goes ahead, it's a really good thing to do because loads of people come to London to watch the Olympics. And if you've got like your main sort of virus stronghold there, then it can be interesting watching it all go. Let's just get I think water. Let's make it waterborne. I generally go for 1 air and 1 water, just so it then spreads from port to port. But we do have it there in India, and obviously we do have our a airport and a shipyard there. University debate controversy. A huge controversy erupts over university debate on whether it's fair for parents living off-state benefits to give birth to children which you can't support. What? Okay. Fine, whatever. Is that right? Yeah. University debate controversy. Strange. I wonder if we're going to get the valve time thing. Scientists calculated that valve time is longer than anticipated. Yeah, we know. I do like the look of this map. I mean, it is just the map of the world, you understand, but, or the known world. You never know, there might be a little island here somewhere that the CIA doesn't want us to know about. But Google have probably already found it. Yeah. Yeah, this is what we can see. What's underneath the sea? More land, actually. That's just how it works. Anyway, so, how are we spreading? Central Europe, 15 infected. Not a lot. We do need to increase our spreading. Do you want to spread it again? Spread. There we go. And we'll get points back from that because it's going to spread. There we go. See, it's good that it jumps, but just anywhere randomly. That's all good. Excellent. So, is that generally the rule that we're going to go for here? Just spread absolutely everywhere? Well, we could do. We'll just keep spreading and see what happens. I don't know whether that's a good idea because we're spreading, but not only that, but we're spreading and then severe storms strike heavily populated area in the UK. Who? Analysts warn of crop and property damage. Oh. Yeah, I don't know if spreading it everywhere is a good idea because then it's spreading, but it's not being transmitted from person to person and from different countries anywhere. But that's spreading quite fast. Look, that's Central Europe. That's quite good. Obviously, we are symptomless at the moment. It's mutated, then developed the cyst symptoms. So what I want to do, I don't actually want any cyst symptoms. So it's going to give me, it's going to refund 4 DNA points. Yes, too right. We'll get 4 DNA points back, and maybe we can have the transmission as, I don't know. I'll wait to see if we get more water. See if we get more water and air. We're getting more points here. I'm still not a big fan of the whole click on the little pop-ups thing, but you know, it's not that tedious, I must confess. I didn't realise you could pause it with the spacebar as well. Every game pauses with a spacebar nowadays. Even Call of Duty? No, it doesn't. It just press spacebar to mourn. Call of Duty jokes. Right. Oh, what's that there? Oh, there's a point to get. Clicky. God, look at the size of Russia. You don't really know, do you, until you see that and go, wow, look at the size of that thing. Actually, I've noticed, I mean, I'm not very good at geography, but I've noticed that some things are incorrect. Like, you click on that and it says Canada. Hang on. Isn't that Alaska? Isn't that America's? Severe storms strike heavily in populated area in New Guinea. Okay. And over here as well, when you scroll down, that there is all, that's Russia, and then you've got the Ukraine there. But that there is Crimea, and I'm pretty sure recently, I think Mother Russia went full bore on that one, and yeah, that's still disputed, I think. Let's see if we can we spread to Italy? Can we spread to Italy? Well, we are on the border there, and sadly it hasn't spread, so it is just taking a while to go around. I don't know what the best... Disrespectful funeral goer forgot to press X. Oh, no way! I've just made that joke. Good grief. I don't know how this is updated. It must be updated. It must be like... I don't know whether... It can't be live. It can't be like a live feed from somewhere. It must be updated in the game files, because it's quite up to date, that thing. I mean, it is currently getting developed. It's in early access, you understand. Anyway, I don't know how we get to other countries. And this is what... Well, the weird thing is, I've played the game, like I said, about 4 hours now, and I could literally press Shift and Tab and open up the Steam overlay, and then go to guides and pretty much get a guide that'll tell me how to complete it all. And yeah, You could do that, but that's not fun. The fun part is finding it out. And I believe that's just spread. It has spread to Colombia. Right, okay, so it's starting to spread. There we go. Oh, it's really starting to spread now. Look at that. That's really going for it. What I might do then... No symptoms. We don't want symptoms. Let's spread it a little bit more to another country. I wonder where it's going to go. Probably... Ah, it's gone there. In the Balkan states. There's Turkey. Middle East. Egypt. Egypt's a good place to start because it's got 2 ports. But it's in a hot country, though. Libya. West Africa. Angola. South Africa. You can't click on the caps. You can't click on the polar ice caps. It's a shame. There's Greenland and Iceland. Greenland, Iceland, and New Zealand are really, really difficult to infect. I'm going to speed up to max speed here. Just I don't know why. One Direction has mutated the rash symptoms, so let's quickly de-evolve that. We don't want any symptoms just yet, and it's going to refund 4 DNA points, which is excellent. There we go. Obviously, I got that little upgrade at the start that gives me more points back, which is all good. There we go. We're still spreading here. More spread, more spread. That's good. That's what we like to see. And it's over in Russia there, and it's going everywhere now. Okay. What else shall we do? Transmission. We could say sheep. Abilities. Let's make it... pathogen becomes resilient to class 1 and 2 antifungals. So it increases the spread in wealthier nations. Because obviously it's currently not really getting anywhere around Germany and such. So all of these nations that are classed as wealthy... Oh, good grief. Look at the spread of that. As soon as I got that upgrade, it's all over the place. Wow. Okay, now that's spreading. That's spreading quite fast, that. Let me get the genetic hardening, which becomes hard to analyze in the lab, because that's always a good option. Let's also get cold resistance, because I do want it to spread eventually to Greenland, because that's one of the hardest places to infect. And now, if people get on one of the boats or ships, or submarines, or chronoplans or hovercrafts or any sort of flying vessel, then I definitely want it to go there and not just wink out. I want it to go there and actually, you know, stay. Because you can get the vessels going there and then it'll go there and then it won't get infected. I've seen that before because of, you know, resistance or whatever. It just doesn't survive when it gets there. That's really spreading that. And what I need to do is upgrade heat resistance. There we go. And then we'll close that. Looks like it's really spreading across here. This research shows that hot countries are getting significantly hotter due to global warming. That's not good because we can't really survive in the heat. Although fungus, I don't know whether there's different types of fungus. I assume there is, but One Direction has mutated the rash symptoms. So again, we want to make sure that One Direction doesn't have a lot of... we'll devolve rashes. There we go. And we'll start that again. Maybe, you know, maybe you will get rash from being around One Direction. I don't know. I don't know what their habits are or anything like that. I wonder if there's a deafness thing. I think you get deafness. Someone asked actually in the previous episode's comments, the previous video's comments rather, about why I called it Frozen, why I was such a downer on Frozen. I actually don't particularly care. I haven't seen the film, and I'm sure it's a good film. I do like Disney films and that, but it's just that it's so prolific. It's absolutely everywhere. You cannot go anywhere without seeing it, and it is completely absolutely everywhere. Like I said, absolutely everywhere. Oh god, every time I open up to see if I can spread a bit further, it's given different transmissions. I think I will put it on... We'll put it on insects, because that increases it in hot countries, and we'll give it the, again, genetic hardening. I know it's a lot of points, but I want it so if they do find me... billions of dollars of damage caused in Mexico. Alright, okay. Where's Cuba, actually? That's Caribbean. It's Cuba. One Direction mutated and developed the coughing symptom. Oh, let's get rid of that. I mean, technically, I think we do want to keep the coughing symptom. You know what? I'm not gonna keep it symptomless. I think we'll have a bit of a symptom. Or do we? Yeah, why not? Because it helps spread it, actually. It does help spread the disease. There we go. I really, really do need to get an extra heat resistance. Actually, I think I'm going to spread it randomly as well there. There we go. Oh, there we go. Spread about. And it's just popped up. By the look of it, New Zealand. Excellent, excellent. At this point now, though, what we're best off doing is waiting. Because if things like Greenland, you know, if we don't infect Greenland, we can then just use that spread somewhere ability, and then it'll spread over there. Ah, that's a plan. There you go, it's spreading around this hot. Oh! There's the coughing symptom. There it is. You could hear it. Oh god, no. Oh god. That was just a dry throat. That's right. It was just dry throat. Okay. One Direction has got the rash symptom. Let's just get rid of the rash symptom. We'll de-evolve that. Yes, there we go. Transmission. We will give it the ability to withstand heat. Oh, we can, so we'll wait again. Because you can see West Africa, all the hot countries, are having problems with that. Everywhere else, though, I mean, it is spreading, but it's going to take a little while. Cold countries as well, but it is still spreading there. Mexico, Central America, we've got Caribbean, hasn't been infected yet. Doing quite well. No, oh, there are actually deaths, look. What? 2,684 just from coughing. Now, I don't know whether that's just, you know, it could be a fluke, because sometimes it just pop up and say, oh, there's been a death because of it, but that could have been a fluke, or is this a sign of things to come? Right, that's good. Greenland, Iceland, sorry, is just been infected. There we go. Philippines is infected. Still haven't infected the Caribbean. And obviously Central Africa, things like that we're having problems with. Let's increase our heat resistance. There we go, and you see the over there developing. I would like to see, obviously it's still in early access, but it would be good to see like this mutate and such. When you upgrade it, just does a little squiggly thing, but it'd be good to see it mutate. And also this here, I don't think that changes, does it? I don't know, I haven't really noticed. We'll keep an eye on it when I start getting different symptoms on it. Oh, there we go. It's developed the pre-pneumonia symptom. Like pre-pneumonia or pneumonia? Hang on. Which one was that? Pneumonia. Main llama checked up. Egypt has found our virus in One Direction. Actually, it's not a virus, it's a fungus. There we go, it's still spreading all along here. So I think now we can safely say that everything is pretty much infected. We have, what percent infection rate do we have now? 88%. And One Direction has been placed on the WHO watch list, although not very dangerous. Governments warned that a more deadly strain could appear. Okay, so they know about me. They're just, you know, going, that One Direction, better keep an eye on them, better keep an eye on them. USA has now started to do a global cure effort, so they're starting to send these little planes about to cure the thing. Caribbean is still not being infected, which is annoying me a little. Transmission, we're going to make it a bit more airborne so we can get it spread around a bit faster. As you can see, it's spreading away there. There we go. We still have not got... USA has become the first country to limit the spread of One Direction. Right, they've closed their air traffic's now closed. Caribbean, though, is still not infected. We still haven't got that. Everywhere else is, apart from the Caribbean. So what we need to do... 70% on the cure here, the world cure. Just popping these bubbles. Yes! Right, it's finally in the Caribbean. Okay, now what we can do then, we can start thinking about our symptoms. We'll go for insomnia, so they can't sleep, because obviously they're too busy thinking about One Direction, listening to the songs. And if songs, I'll say that in a loose term. We'll get paranoia, and we'll get seizures. Yeah, I think that's what it'll do. There we go. And first death from One Direction has been confirmed in Iran. Bad luck. First death. We're on 20,000. Oh, good grief. Look at that. It's really spreading. It's really going for it now. The cure, though, is 30%. One Direction, it's mutated the cyst symptom, so I think we will keep that. Anything to make it a bit more... Oh, God, this is really curing this fast. What's that developed? Last person... Right, the last healthy person has recently been infected by One Direction. Okay, so we can de-evolve some of the spread. De-evolve that. De-evolve some of these. De-evolve that. Now what we need to do, USA is the leading country in curing. We need to increase our severity. So we've just got ourselves insanity, and Inflammation, pockets of flesh. Ugh, horrible. We'll get that. But increases the severity, which also slows down the research, okay? So, life in Mexico is starting to break down due to One Direction. Naming them like this is really funny. Right, so pretty much all doctors are now trying to cure this thing. And we're not killing a lot of... Well, I say we're not killing a lot of people. It's 12 million people. That's an unbelievable amount. But, by the look of it, it's not fast enough and the world is curing this thing. I think I might fail this one. I don't have enough points. It's not going fast enough, you see. What else can we do? I really don't want withstand cold temperatures would be good. Can't de-evolve these. We can de-evolve that. What else can we get? And our symptoms, nothing. We just don't have the points. So you can see that everybody is actually affected with it, but it's not killing people fast enough. If I could brute force America out the way, with just by, you know, evolving it so that it stops them researching, would be alright. But I think, yeah, 95%, I think they're going to do it. That's my beverage as well. So, cure for One Direction is complete. They're going to spread it. We didn't do it. I didn't manage to do it again. But that's alright, my first time using fungus. That's not too bad. I really like that. I really like the way that fungus works. One Direction has been eradicated. The world is now free. 22 million people have died from it. Defeat. There you go. One Direction has been eradicated. Total score 1. 1 biohazard symbol. Anyway, wasn't too bad. First time playing fungus, but the plague managed to spread quite a bit actually. Not bad. I would have actually put it in America or wherever, but yeah, put it in Europe. It's not bad. I do like the way fungus works, actually. It's different. I do like the way that all of the viruses work differently, or rather all of the, well, all of these, what would you call them? All of the different plague types. I mean, there's loads of ones. A fungus, what, Neurax worm, parasite. This one is my favourite one. This one, the nanovirus. I haven't played it yet. Win the game, the virus. Out of control microscopic machine with a built-in kill switch. I like the idea of that. That's Simian Flu. That's Dawn of the Planet of the Apes thing. But yeah, that one. That necrovirus, is that? Okay, it's, that's the zombie virus, isn't it, I think? Nanovirus and bioweapon. Look at all them. Anyway, I think we'll leave it there. I actually really do like this game. A lot of people have a bit of a downer for it, saying, oh, well, it's a bit, you know, you can play it for free in different places, and, you know, it's not finished, the multiplayer isn't in yet, and things like that. But it's fun, you know? That's all. As long as it's fun, I'm sort of happy with it, I guess. Anyway, links in the description so you can check it out yourself if you haven't already. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings. Oh, shit.